Hello and welcome to yet another YouTube video here on this channel. This is an application I've been waiting for a long time. The application is called Kosmik, and it is a blend between like a note-taking app, a whiteboarding app, and a browser. It feels like it sits between all of those with a bunch of cool features that I'm going to show in this video. And this will be more of a first impression on this version because I've done videos on previous versions of Kosmik, but this is supposed to be a new one, and it is looking really good. I have talked about the fact that I really like this application before, and like the purpose of an application like this, like they say on their website, is that before you can make something, you have to gather stuff. That is the whole idea behind an application like this. So it wants to be a place where you gather a lot of stuff, and it also wants you to use PDFs inside of this application, and I think it does an amazing job with PDFs. But before we jump into the application and the features, let's quickly take a look at the pricing. So it has two pricing plans, and the names of the pricing plans are based off planet names, which is a little funny. But right now you can, right now Kosmik is completely free to use. However, they will offer different pricing plans by the end of Q1 this year. Until then, you can lock your price and pay $7.99 for the next 18 months. So if I paid for this, this would give me $7.99 for the next 18 months. So $7.99 each month for the next 18 months. You can also pay for the $12.99 a month, which means that you get everything from here. You get a dedicated Discord channel, you get access to Kosmik beta versions, and you get gifts from Kosmik. So that is what you get if you pay for the $12.99 each month. And I'm excited to see what the pricing plan lands on, but currently it is free for you to try out. So that is exactly what we are going to do. We are going to try out a few things. So these like things on the side here, they are called universes. I can create multiple ones and they will show up here. But let's go ahead and add a few things. So let's actually start off with adding a file. I downloaded a PDF, just a random PDF just for this video. So let's say we have a PDF here. I also want a text, so let's add just test PDF right here, and you can also change up the text, so I can center it. I have to mark it first, then I will be able to center it. Let's try again. There we have the centering, but if I don't mark it, it still works. It was just me clicking the wrong thing. I can go ahead and bold it. Here I think I have to mark the text, so bold. Change the head, change the size, so you can change it to huge, extra large. I think extra large is good enough. Can I remove the background? I can, so I can just have it like this. And we can scroll back out like this. So scrolling on your mouse just gets it up and down. If you hold shift, it goes side to side, but my guess is that control plus, no, that does not work. My guess was that control plus control minus would zoom in, just like in many other applications, but it seems like you actually have to drag this thing. You could go ahead and you can create different shapes, so star, polygon, square. Let's just create a rectangle. I want to see whether or not or how this actually works. So I can change the color. I can go ahead and just make it into a circle instead. I can go in here. I can change like the outline of it. And I can also just change the outside of the rectangle. I can tag it. So I can tag the rectangle, but can I do anything else? It doesn't say. Can I write inside of it? I can't. So I can't actually write inside of the rectangle. At least it doesn't seem like I can do it. I can make it bigger and smaller, but like, my guess is that it is supposed to work like this, but can I move it back? So I can't actually move it back either. I should be able to like have this sit behind another element or choose how my elements or how my different elements are like stacked on top of each other. That is something I would like to see. I can pin it. Uh, but it doesn't seem like it is the most usable things, these different shapes, at least right now. I can create a sticky note. That is something I like doing. So test notes, I can create sticky notes. So that is something I really like doing. I can also add web pages. So if I go ahead and I just copy a web page, so if I just click here, it opens up Chrome and I can actually copy and paste a web page right here. So let's just add it right here. That's why I'm saying like it feels like a blend between many different things, like even a blend between note-taking app, a whiteboarding app, and a browser, because I have quite easily access to my browser right here. I can go back and forth. I can actually also auto tag the browser. So I can press this tag button and it will start tagging it. So you can actually do that. I can take images of things. That is something I really like. So I can take images of things. So if I hover over something, it marks it. I can press my mouse and it will actually show up right here. And then I can change the size of this like this. Um, just let me try another one. What I don't like about this is that it doesn't seem like I can pick like how big. You know, when you screenshot something, you can actually choose exactly what you want to capture. Here, you have to rely on the application to find it for you. It does quite a good job at finding it, but sometimes you like have to hover perfectly, like here. If I hover too close to this, it will just catch the subscribe button, but if I place my mouse right here, it captures everything. So it does quite a good job. Uh, so that is something I actually do really like. I can also just put this into full screen and use it as my whiteboarding experience. What I really like about this um, is that it is quite easy to capture things. So I can capture a bunch of things that inspire me on the web. Let's say I'm working on a project. I can actually capture a lot of stuff and I can just put it around my whiteboard. And let's say I have multiple different projects. I can have multiple different universes. Um, this would probably be something I use for work, not in my like personal life, because at work I tend to read a lot of PDFs, create a lot of posts for social media where there is a lot of information and there is a lot of things I have to think about. So I think this, in my case, would be a work thing. So here you have the PDF reader. I can also resize this. Again, this is a first impression, so I'm trying to a little bit figure out how everything works. I can auto tag this. Here you have the auto tagging, and it actually does quite a good job. So it generates a lot of different tags. It gives me a description as well. So it does quite a good job. Lecture notes, like coding theory. Not that I've read this whole PDF, but it seems like it does a good job, so I can just go on like this. So it gives me both a description and it also tags it for me, uh, because I can search for things here as well. It seems like I can search globally or I can search on my workspace. So I can just search inside of my workspace, or I can search like if I just do I can search globally across everything. Let's just test this out. So that my guess is that that searches through all of your different workspaces and all of your different like universes. While you can also choose to just search within one. So let's just search for the basic to see whether or not it can search within a PDF. It doesn't seem like it can. The basics, nothing. Let's do contents. So it can, but it doesn't seem like it does a great job. Let's try to just move a few pages forward like this. Let's do overview. So here search for overview, because if it can search within PDFs overview, did I spell that? I think I spelled it right. So let's do 1-1. Let's do chapter 1. So sometimes it can, sometimes it can't search within PDFs. My guess is that the point is that it should be able to. Uh, let's do questions as well, just to test that out as well, because I really want this application to be able to search within within PDFs, but it doesn't seem like it can do that. Uh, Apart from that, I have auto tagging. I have the same like things here where I can zoom to fit, I can delete it, I can make it smaller, I can make it bigger, but it doesn't seem like it has like a full screen view. Double clicking does not work either, so I can't actually go into full screen with this. I have to make it a little bigger. What I dislike about it is when I make it bigger and smaller, like I can lose some of the text like this. That isn't something I really do like. And I also would like it for me to be able to go into a full screen. I was able to do that in the last version where I could like go into full screen and do things with this. And be able to capture things here as well, just like we did in the web browser, where I opened it up and I could take pictures of things. Uh, you could do that with this as well, but it doesn't seem like you can now. Can I mark the text? I can't even do that. So the PDF reader doesn't seem like it is as good as it used to be. I really liked it previously, but it might just be me not figuring things out yet. If you're new to this channel, how these videos work is that I do like a video like this where I just play around with the app, test out everything to see whether or not this feels really intuitive. And then I do a more tutorial focused review later on. That gives me the chance to produce two good videos, but more importantly, it gives me the chance to show whether or not this is an application that feels really easy to learn, or an application that you actually have to spend a little bit of time on to understand how it works. But I am, in general, really liking the idea of the application. I just wish that it was a little easier with the the PDF stuff. That is something I would like, and having the ability to go full screen, because I can do that with my browser. I can like go into full screen. I would like the ability to take pictures of my PDFs as well, just like I can with my web browser. So the same experience you have in your web browser, I would like to have in here with PDFs. You also have the ability to share stuff, which I do like, and publish it. So it gives you the ability to share everything you have curated. So this is an application I really enjoy and I really like the idea of, simply because it gives me a bunch of things I might need when I am working. So whenever I'm working on a week of social media posts at work, I need to gather a lot of stuff. I would probably do it in different universes, so one universe per post, because I have to gather images, inspiration, I have to gather information on what I'm going to write, and having everything in one place and just seeing it together and having this whiteboarding experience, even though the whiteboard still feels like it lacks a little bit. Kosmik is at a really early stage, but it is one of the more fun experiences I've had in an whiteboarding application, and this is something I am probably going to play around with a little bit more. I'm not sure whether or not I will actually put it into use regularly, but it is something I will take a look at because it has a pricing plan, and it will cost you some money. So I have to figure out whether or not this is actually good enough to be a part of my daily workflow. But that covers it for today's video. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below and I will try to get to them as soon as I can. Thank you so much for watching.